from that place in your heart, from that time in your life when you just arrived, you had greatest connection with the wisdom and love of whole universe that brought us here. And that desire to be here. Before we are as humans, as whole system created by humans, before we started to push our beliefs as humans, our fears, pains, tiredness, disappointments, to the baby. Before we made babies start to accept that tiredness as a way of living, unhappiness as a way of being in the world. And so on and on, all of this trust issue, fears, angers, how much we are as a humankind have created, put into system to develop that system where we are damaging ourselves and our children instead of having that as a support for them. First of all, I require that support to everyone who is here, everyone who got the call and decided to respond. We need a healing. We need a healing from what was pushed on us as belief of others, their way of behaving, their way of treating us. It starts from us, from everyone here. It starts from us. That healing from what we never should even give to our children. It never should be given to us. We need a healing from that. And we are requesting that. And as we are going through that in our heart, in our body, in our mind, as we are experiencing that, either we know of how much is happening and going to happen or not, through us, we send it to the others. But we open that huge space that will keep bringing that healing, that love, to create that support we so needed here. How many children we are going to screw up on? How many of them will just keep arriving here, and their soul couldn't survive? The hardship we have created here is whole system of humankind, knowledge, beliefs, so on and on and on. How long we are as a humans will be doing this to one another, and what takes to change that, to get it healed, to have it undone. It could be and will be and done in everyone. As much as we are able to accept that, as much as we believe, as much as we just willing that to happen. There are few things, more than few, that we want to learn quickly, very quickly. I just had a class a few days ago in California, and it appeared to me that it's time to talk about something that is happening even with the people who are working and choosing to go with the consciousness of the universe that was given to us, or we are. In particular, what I'm talking about right now is how many times when you are with the people that are thinking about light, saying we are light workers, or metaphysical community, or spiritual community, could you just think one person in that community who would say, who will not say, I'm such a giver, I am such a bad receiver? Do you know anyone who would say opposite? I don't. Do you? And it appeared to me, if we are incapable to receive and unwilling to receive, what are we giving to others? If I am just all I know how to do to give, and I am totally incapable to receive, what am I given? How soon this body will not be able to give nothing? How soon I'll have no knowledge, no resources, no words of wisdom, nothing left to give to others? If I am a bad receiver, then what am I given? If we're not going to make this choice quickly to become receivers, to change that, what we have developed and became proud of, how good giver I am and how bad receiver I am, nothing to be proud of. Nothing. When you have whole universe given to you, all of those powers to do whatever you want to do in the planet, on the planet, for people, and instead of doing that, you're just pulling out from your own pockets. How much could you pull out from those pockets? No wonder we are getting so limited with the financial and other resources, because we do not know how to receive. We don't even want to receive nothing. And this is just one example. Other things we probably will get them too, and we are getting them, but this is one of those things in the spiritual community that should be changed at once. I started to work lately, like maybe a year or so, maybe less, especially with the spiritual community, because time came, the most important time. We were born for this time, and we are barely dragging our feet. We are barely breathing. We are barely able to keep ourselves alive. How can we do what we came here for? How do we teach one another to do things like that? To be so completely disconnected, considerably, completely disconnected from the universe, from any resources that are given to us, for any knowledge, any energy, keep going on our own when we could not keep going on our own. We cannot. We have to just admit it, because if I'm saying this now, it doesn't mean that next morning I will remember to start day from requesting and accepting that help. Someone was telling me that when he was in the jail, looking at the traffic on the road from the jail window, he was thinking, gosh, I wish to be sitting in that traffic that is moving nowhere. I will be just happiest person ever. He said it took 1 month, and he was there in jail even like probably soon after he got out, and he said it took 1 month and I have totally forgotten what I was thinking. And I am sitting in the traffic, totally unhappy. Why nothing is moving, no cars are moving, nothing is happening. Totally 1 month or less. And we're forgetting everything. And then we have to go again and again to the hospital with the injuries, to the jail, to trouble, to another relationship, another one. We will start all so in love with each other. We are looking for the next one. We didn't make this one. Let's go another one and another one. And that's perfect. I think every relationship, next one is better, but we could find the best from every moment we have. There's a silly joke in Russia. 2 parents, and they are from the nation and a place where they used to have lots of children and not taking care of them. So father and mother are looking on their kids, and those kids are all dirty and they're saying, are we gonna wash those or make the new ones? That's how we are doing all of these times. We are humans, we're just forgetting. It's a good thing to forget, but if we are not forgetting what we have done, especially bad things, then how will we survive? But the thing is, if we are longer remembering everything bad that ever happened to us, forgetting good, and then somehow in the middle of a paradise, we are creating that hell, and that's our human life. Sure, we have lots of people which are happy, but we are always able to have more of that. To me, it always helps to look at the person, and as I'm looking at the person, I'm already feeling, after all these years of doing the hands-on healing work, probably I was dreaming to have it for centuries. So I'm looking at the person, I already feel that person in my hands, and yet at the same time looking deeper and deeper and thinking what could be done for that person so life will be changed. And those hands of love, hands of the universe, are holding us. How would we know what choices to make? How would we know what words of wisdom to share with others, especially with our children, so it wouldn't have to be happening the way it's happening? There must be a way to do something that we don't have to go through disasters. How would we find it? We are moving on the circles, everyone knows that, but we're still going and going and going around. I'm sure you're watching this all the time. I do too. Someone would be so upset with a job and looking for a new one. Then we'll get new one and all excited. A little bit later, usually with some people, it doesn't even take a long time. All upset with this job. Everyone is not right. You're looking for another one and another one and another one. Could be job, could be relationship, could be house to live in, city to be, and so on. I think it's great to go from one thing to another, but if you just could go differently. We know all of these words, how important it is to be peaceful, loving, so on and on. All of these words you know better than I do. How can we do that? We know all of these words. You cannot change nobody, not your child, not your beloved one. You're not supposed to. All you could do, change yourself. How can we do that? If my children are unhappy, how can I change myself? Exactly how? Even if I want to, I don't know how, to become that peace and love and that complete gratitude, which will instantly or not too instantly still make my child happy and knowing what to do next with his life. How do I do that? How can I move into that blissful, graceful condition of love and peacefulness and stay in that? So I do not spread around all of my own disappointments and so on and on. How? How? We are making it one time, a few times. How to stay in that all the time, or at least most of the time. If not for ourselves, forget it, who cares? We're ruining our bodies and so on. But at least for our children, for our loved ones, how we could stay in that, in what we believe. Can we really do it on our own, or do we need help? I start to think more and more lately and work more and more with those who were here before us, because at least they're connected with the big world, they're there, but they're still connected with us, our grandfathers, great-grandfathers, grandmothers, and other people who ever been here in a physical body before us. They could see better from there, but they're still connected with us. I'm sure they could do some more than what we could do. I don't know how you were raising your children or how you're doing with your loved ones. Do you know what to say or how to behave? Most of the time I don't. Most of the time I'm just quiet and I have no words, I have no experiences in my life which would be helping me to find that way. If you know, if you found it, please share Share however you can. Share them with the world. Share with the other ones. I could hear people talking more and more lately that they want to share with others their own experience, how to be living as a family, how to be treating each other, and whatever we found that could be helpful to others, please consider sharing it whatever way you could find it. Eileen, there might be time for music because it really feels like we need so much more of that time when we really not to listen to the words, but just be here. Like when I got on the stage and I saw all these beautiful things here, it looked to me like a mirage when you are somewhere in the desert and that all heat comes up and lifts you up and carries you. But there, who knows what it's doing for us somewhere in the desert, but here, all these waves of the energy, love and support that came as a beauty and beauty of each of us, everyone's heart, everyone's eyes, everyone who is willing to be here, to bring that together, to collect those pieces like care, all those sparks and lights and love and so on from each of you. How does it work? How are we going up from being hurt and suppressed and tired and overworked? And we're not just going up, we are helping others. My youngest son, who died 7 years ago, once had a picture, simple black and white picture, and there were people, it's like we could say circulation, cycle of us humans. There were humans walking on the ground, and some were trying to climb up on the mountains or hill or somehow. There were ones who were helping them, supporting them, and the higher you are getting up, the bigger your wings are growing. Like when you're walking there, you don't have those wings visible at all. You could have them there folded, you could see like a backpack somewhere there. But then little ones are sticking out, growing bigger, bigger and bigger, and there were, on the picture, people were helping those to climb up higher and higher. And the higher you are, the bigger your wings are, until they're really completely, totally free. And other people that are pulling you down and just holding you down there, probably even from the best intentions, because we don't know how to deal with the best intentions anyway. And further down you're pulled, less of your wings are there. I believe You could still be walking on the ground and have all those huge wings flying behind you, but that would be someone really exceptional or someone who really learned something that we're trying to learn right now and get right now. And since there are no words to explain any of this, that's why I wanted some music and time of no words. No talking, at least, to be. Would you please? Thank you.
On your song sheets, if you don't have one, says you could just raise your hand if you need a song sheet. The words on the first page, and sis, may I have one? The numbers are always. The first sheet, you'll see the second song, Circle of Oneness, Let Love Appear. In this great power, listen and hear. This was written by Valentina last year. And we said, listen, 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 listen. Together in love.
It's really Eileen who created that.
So we're going to try with all these many half songs today. Didn't realize I was doing all this. So here we go. There it goes. Let love appear in this great power. Listen and hear. Circle of oneness. Let love appear in this great power. Listen and hear. Dream, dream, and every time you see a number after that, that means either 3 times or 2 times. Let me sing that again. And then know thy yourself and find your dreams. And it goes this way. same page at the top. Be still and know I am God. We do that 4 times. Be still and know I am. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still and know I am God. 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 Be still and know I am. 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 Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be Very nice. Now, you want a little up tempo, or do we want to sing to the gentle woman that we have up on the stage?
Oh, God.
Maybe we'll sing Gentle Woman.
Just a second, let me say something. When you're singing, just kind of bring in everyone you love. Just think about them, give it to them, and just let them go up front of your eyes and your heart. I know those words and what you created, it's so powerful. At least I know it brought me here because I was not to come this year, and I already had told her and she accepted I'm not coming, and then I'm walking around and I'm thinking, no, how can I not to? And you know how something could be last drop and you make decision. That was the last drop. Plus, I never heard, this is my first time. We are all here first timers. I never heard this before, never saw nothing, but I knew it's created, and I was thinking, how come I wouldn't come if it's created? And the power of creation will come to those you care for. And situations, and everything I mentioned is so little, or when I was talking, is so little compared to how much you could say about all of those things and far more. Just keep it all, keep it in your heart, have it around, and beyond appreciation. Thank you for doing this. Thank you.
Let's sing to the gentle woman. Morning stars so strong and bright, gentle mother, peaceful come, teach us wisdom, teach us love. Gentle woman, quiet life, morning stars so strong and bright, gentle mother, peaceful come, teach us wisdom, teach us love. And now if we all can stand up, let's do reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. Oh yeah.
Doesn't that feels great? Just whatever is in the room, it feels so incredibly soft and gentle and powerful and, of course, loving. My friend came from Seattle to spend some time with me in San Francisco area, and she was not there for probably 10 years or so. At least she was not seeing people that she used to know, and of course new people, and she was looking at them, and then she's saying, "Oh, those people you're working with, they're so beautiful." And I said, "Quickly write it down so everyone will know." Then later on, she was trying to say more, and she said, "What I mean to say that their beauty becomes so free and blossoming." And of course, if someone would say this to you and about your work, what would you do? Like, I wanted her to share it just with everybody, because I'm sure you too, but that's desire of my heart, to see people and help them to be the most beautiful, the most powerful, with the most of a freedom, of course, support in everything else they ever wanted. And when God is filling our hearts with the love like that and desires like that, maybe all we need to do just to remember everyone we want to remember that moment, so all of it will come to them. Please do remember and keep in your heart over and over today and from now and on, as you were doing that before anyway, those you love and those you care for, and those who are in the big world already left the bodies, but they are able to help us. They're here, they're with us. When my son left, he sent a message to someone who did not even know he died. And in that message, he was saying, "I am so powerful now, please," and that was a request for whole family, "please give me your pain, I could take care of it, and it will be your gift for me." Do you, each of you, have someone who is requesting the same thing or somewhat like that from you? Maybe it's someone in another world, maybe someone next to you who is so wanting to help you, who loves you and really doesn't want you to suffer, doesn't want you to be sad, and so on. Everyone has someone like that in our life. We could give them our pain to get it healed. But here's the trick. It's everything made of light and energy, and as I was working through years and years, I was looking at the people, the pain, when you remove that or letting it go, you could just completely let it go in the light, but there's a way to change that from the pain and just into love itself, or through the love, with the help of love, into joy, peacefulness, and everything else. Here we had the pain, it will become peacefulness. Here it was hurt or fear, it becomes love or joyfulness. So the trick that suddenly appeared in the words, when you are given to that person who cares for you and wants to take that pain to heal, you don't have to give that as a pain. You could give it already as love. It might be easy to give your pain to get healed to someone who is already in spirit and so powerful, not in the body anymore. But to give it someone in a human body, it's kind of hard. That's probably make me be over conscious and responsible, and I couldn't ever let people to work on me, or hardly ever, because what if they will get pain or headache or tired or something? But as we're quickly transforming that into the light, love, and everything, then we don't have to worry. Then they could help us, we could help them, and it becomes very easy. It should be very easy, and it is. So you are given that pain, hurt, fear, or anything else that really should not be even there. You're given it to get healed, but as you make a decision, it's already turning into something that will never hurt another one who wants to help you. So we really don't have to be so greedy and carry our own pains and stuff all the time in our own heart pockets and so on. At the moment we decided to give it, it's no longer that pain. So we don't have to worry. Yeah.
There's an old Irish term called Simeon's Way, and it means the same thing basically. I'll take your sorrows, give them all to me. And it comes from when Simeon took Christ's cross and said, I will carry it for you, because you cannot carry it anymore. And so there's an old Irish tradition of always saying, I will carry your cross for you. If you cannot carry it anymore, I'll help you carry it. And it's just a wonderful blessing, actually. The old Irish called it in Gaelic, it was a blessing, carrying the cross for you. So that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful for your son to say that.
And thank you. Thank you, Sid. I think we are missing that other part from that. That is what I was just saying. That as soon as you decided to give someone to carry your pain and whatever else, that sorrow or despair or whatever, it's no longer pain neither for you or for that person. It just changes. So since now we are not afraid to give it, so it will not hurt anybody, and we are hopefully accepting what is to be given to us, let's just take a moment before we leave and do that exchange. Of course, from my own work, I know that that will happen in so many levels, in the society, between people, inside of our own body, because our whole life is based on that exchange, in and out. Like within our cell, we are getting life supplies into the cell, and at the same time, all the junk and whatever is no longer to be there is given out. Everything is happening like that, and that movement to be restored and to be happy and easy, carried by love. And let's take one more moment and recreate that as a whole thing, growing bigger and bigger and beyond we could ever think of. Please close your eyes just for a few short moments and let that movement happen.